Hello everyone, Phoenix here, and welcome back to some more Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. So in the previous video, we completed the last level in the Tide of the Storm? I'm not sure exactly what it's called. Raleigh's turf or hub world. And we also defeated Raleigh and got his piece of the Thievius Raccoonus. And now here we are in Muggshot's turf in Mesa City, Utah. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And now we're in America.
Hey, Sly, I thought you said Mesa City was going to be loud and busy. This looks more like a ghost town.
Something's happened. Where is everyone?
I don't know, but it's starting to give me... What do you say we take off?
And miss all the fun? Besides, I want to try out that new move I got from Raleigh's section of the Thievius Raccoonus.
You mean the ninja spire jump?
Yeah, do me a favor and read me the instructions again.
To landeth safely upon diminutive points, leapeth lively and presseth the triggering device with the round geometrical object emblazoned upon it.
So, jump and hit the circle button to land on...
That's a rough translation.
Wow. Okay, I don't know if that's going to show up back in playback or not, but the scene between... Wow, it's like jumping like crazy. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's dropped frames or what, because how the way I'm viewing this is that I'm looking at this via Sony Movie Studios Platinum 12, which is my editing software. It's kind of like Sony Vegas, but a lot less cheaper and a little less with the extra stuff that I don't even use. So it's not really necessary. Anyway, it was kind of just jumping, like kind of jumped a little bit, and it's probably gonna show back when I render everything or whatever. I'm hoping that's just drop frames or whatever, but we'll see. It's gonna suck if that's the case. I really need to, I'm taking this as a learning lesson. I really need to make sure that my computer is not doing a scan, because that scan just completely just screwed up 3 of my videos out of the 5 that I recorded. I really wish I didn't have to do this, but you know, it's whatever. Actually give me time to do something else besides play Far Cry 3 today, which I actually need to get a ball on, because if any of you guys have played Far Cry 3, I won't spoil it, but I just jumped off to the other island to kill the main antagonist. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Like, I'm just not getting to that point. I'm the type of person where I'm trying to activate all the radio towers and get all the outposts, because navigating throughout the island is so much easier if you take over the territory. So that's what I kind of been doing. I think I got like 3 or 4 more radio towers to get and like 9 more outposts to get. And between working and recording Sly Cooper and, well, it was Super Mario Bros, but I'm just going to say Sly Cooper because that's all I'm recording. Between recording Sly Cooper and Ni no Kuni at the time, because I had Far Cry 3 when I was doing Ni no Kuni.
Security, electronic floor sensors. Step on them and you're a goner.
Nice touch.
They're safe to walk on while flashing, but it also means they're about to switch to a different sector.
Alright, so otherwise just be careful. Anyway, so it's not my copy of Far Cry 3. It's actually my friend's. My friend Danny. If you guys may or may not have watched my Ni no Kuni Let's Play, I've named Oliver's Naha, the snake, by Danny, because that's my friend, and he gave me his copy, and I ended up liking the series. He says Far Cry 1 and 2 isn't really nothing impressive. Start off with 3, so I started off with 3. Few glitches every now and then, but overall a great game. And I'm trying to hurry up and beat it, because like 2 weeks ago GameStop emailed me and they were like, pre-order Far Cry 5, and I'm like, what? I haven't even finished 3 yet. I haven't even touched 4. So like as soon as I get done with 3, I'm gonna go ahead and do 4 and purchase 4 on my own and get 3 as well as my personal collection. I may do it as a let's play on the channel, you never know. And I wanted to do 4, and if 4 is just as good, if not better than 3, I'm definitely gonna pre-order 5. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do that. But anyway, let's step back to Sly Cooper. I do die right here because I tried to jump around this car. That clue bottle is so easy to miss. There's been a couple of times where I accidentally skipped over that clue bottle, so just remember that that clue bottle is behind that car. We are approaching the second hub world of the game, so naturally the game is going to get a little bit difficult. Not too difficult. There are 2 levels in this hub world that's just annoying. I don't think we're going to get to one of the annoying levels in this video. I know for sure we'll get to it in the next video for sure. But I doubt heavily we'll get there in this video. I don't see any major big cuts here. I just had to check my clue count. I was like, why did I pause the game? But it was the clue count. I'm like, what the crap? Be mindful of these dogs. They do like to stretch out, and when the rope pull them back in, just approach them and hit them. They're not too tough. Most of the enemies here are dogs because Muggshot is a dog himself, so naturally his mooks or his henchmen or whatever are going to be dogs as well. Be careful when getting that lucky charm. As soon as you jump on that car, it likes to lean all the way back as soon as you jump onto it, so be careful. Also be careful when approaching those fences. There are enemies behind there. I like to use the dive maneuver when approaching them. The master safe is up there. I don't know if I left the camera on there long enough. And I didn't miss those clue bottles. I just decided to kill those guys and then climb up here to get the clue bottles. We have to do a little bit of backtracking to get the master safe because it's right behind us. Behind us. I thought I was going to show it off again, but apparently I didn't. And we're almost done with this intro level. Like I said, a little bit longer. Most of the levels in this hub world that we're about to approach, which is Muggshot's turf, most of them have 40 clues in them, so the clue count kind of went up. I think 40 is the highest amount of clue bottles we'll ever see in any level. Like, it doesn't get to a ridiculous amount like 45, 50 or nothing like that, but I believe 40 is the highest it goes. 20 is the lowest it goes. So I mean, it's no big deal or nothing. The clue bottles are really gathered together, so it's no big deal. It's not until the sequels where they become a little bit more of a pain to find, because they're a little bit more spaced out or whatever. But we're not going to worry about the sequels right now. I've said it before and I say it again. The sequels, this is like the elementary. They were really just experimenting with this game, Insomniac Games, because they are responsible for the Spyro games. Well, the first 3 anyway. And I believe this is the first game that they developed for the PS2. I think this is their first PS2 title on the PS2. And it's revolutionary, but the sequels just does this game so much better.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. A little bit of higher mathematics and voila! Dial in 314. Outstanding! You've uncovered Rob McCooper's patented explosive hat technique. Use the triangle button to toss your cap. Then use the triangle button again to detonate it. Better back off to a safe distance first.
Honestly, it's not impressive. I said it before and I say it again. The upgrades or power-ups in this game is not impressive at all. Once we get down to the flatland, I actually demonstrate it, and you'll see how pathetic it is. That's it. That is it. There is one level, and it's in this hub world that I usually use that on. use the explosive hat technique, but I kind of felt miserably at it. I decided to be reckless and go ahead and kill the henchman myself, and it actually worked out pretty well. I think we show that level off in the next video. I'm not entirely sure, but it's weak. It's just weak. The only power up I really use is dive. Alright, let's go ahead and head in. And I don't know why, but the game wasn't using the key. So I had to step back a little bit further and then come back for the key, for the little scene to trigger. I don't know what was that about, but okay, whatever. The important thing is we're finally in Muggshot's turf. And now we can explore this hub world a little bit. But not much. I think we only do one more level, and then after that, that's it.
This Muggshot certainly isn't shy. Okay, so we know he's here somewhere, but how are we supposed to find him? Mesa City is a big place.
Given that he's a bulldog, it seems only reasonable to assume that he'd choose to live in a giant fire hydrant.
That's some sound logic, Sly. Now you just need to find a way to break into the building's base.
Oh, I'm sure I'll think of something.
Alright. So it's Muggshot's hub world is roughly about the same size as Raleigh's. It's not too difficult to get navigate through. I did do the junior mistake, I think, in either the next video or in part 7. Oops, I didn't mean to cut them off. I was just trying to get the coins. I didn't mean to even trigger that. But I do accidentally pass over a level for whatever reason. But I know it's not in this video, so we're not going to worry about that. The most bothersome henchman or mooks that you'll find in this hub world is the dog that I just killed with the Tommy gun. They had, as you guys saw momentarily, they have a huge radius, and their Tommy guns kind of do like a homing attack, sort of. They're pretty accurate with their shot, so be mindful of them. Try to sneak up behind them and kill them as quickly as you can. Don't take them head on, and keep your distance away from them. That's about the only ones that give you problem. The dogs right here with the ball and chain, they got a little bit of a range too. So be careful of them as well. But the ones that I really quote unquote have trouble with is the ones
Murray,
with
what's going
the
on down
Tommy
there?
gun.
Well, I drove to this hot dog stand for a quick snack, and the next thing you know, I'm getting challenged to a race by these gangster dogs.
Is there a key in it for the winner?
Yeah, 3 times around the track for a key.
It's all you, man. Drive the van with the left analog stick. And if you manage to pick up any nitro power-ups, you can get a boost by pressing the square button. Go get them.
I'm on it.
Okay, this is one of the annoying levels that I cannot stand, and for whatever reason, this video is 25 minutes long, and it's not supposed to be this long because I actually fell a couple of times at this race. This is the fastest we can go, and vehicle controls in this game suck. This game is not meant for driving or anything of the sort. There is another variation of Mori games or a Mori level that we will encounter later on in the hub world. I don't think it's going to be in this. I know for sure it isn't going to be in this video, because after this race we're going to end. The video is going to end. It's just that I don't know when, because I didn't cut out the unnecessary part, which is fine. It's just a small edit for me. But there is another variation of a Mori level that we will encounter, maybe in the next video, I'm not sure, but definitely in part 7 or 8. This is part 5, and even though I recorded this like last night, as in like 3 o'clock in the morning yesterday, my memory is kind of fuzzy still. But I'm just gonna go ahead and just show off this race and get the layout of the race, because honestly I wasn't trying to pass them up. I was just honestly trying to learn the layout of the race, so that way when I do actually try to beat them, I'll have the layout mapped out in my head a little bit. But also I like to point out, you see the little billboards or whatever, the Sucker Punch, the Panda, Ruby Potion, the alligator right over there to the left that we just passed. Those are actually the rest of the Fiendish 5. Which I didn't realize until last night when I was recording this. I thought that was cool. They go Raleigh on the right. You know, I thought that was a cool touch. Like I said, I never paid any attention, and yeah, I suck royally. Like, I was nowhere near the finish. I was nowhere near. I ended up coming in 4th place, so that makes me a little bit happier.
Those crummy dogs are bumping me right and left.
Well, get back in there and bang them back. We need that key.
No, more like I was just driving crappy. But anyway, I guess I'll just sit through my many failures. Or actually, no, I can just get through this. Sit through my many failures at this race and criticize myself and be like, good God almighty, girl, what was you thinking? And I'll meet you guys back to when I have a successful run of this race. Unfortunately, I'm not going to know when, but whenever I come in the 1st place, that's when I'll start talking again. So see you guys in a bit. Alright, I'm in 1st place with 2 nitros, make that 1, and I think that didn't make that 0. I think this is the one where I actually have a successful run. So I'm pretty sure I win this one finally. Thankfully the track isn't long to lap around or whatever. So yep, we won. We're good.
Larry.
And it was here the whole time. I would have let everyone just drive ahead of me and make an immediate right turn. If it was a gate there, you know, the van is alright. Just plow through it and just grab the key. But that's just me. I'm just saying. But we're actually approaching the end. I love Maury. We're actually approaching the end of the video. So if you would like to see more Let's Plays or weekend walkthroughs from the channel, be sure to click on the links in the description below. But until then, you guys take care and have an awesome day.